Hello there everyone and welcome back. We had a bit of an abysmal match with Novacans. We had a victory stolen from me from the jaws of hotkeys as my shadow was, because of the way it's set up there, normally I try and hit the hotkey on J, which is what I have set to. And of course, when I was fighting Tau there, I ended up hitting J instead of H, and that denied me the potential fat, speedy kill of a Sauce, which I feel like denied me a good victory there. It could have still been a victory, but comboing the fact that misplay with the fact I don't have resonating crystals on my Hellborn yet probably contribute a lot to that. And then we managed to get victory in a lower 250 point battle where it's a lot more manageable considering the circumstance I was put in when I fought Tau there, having to field like 7 of these Hellborn I think, and only having a Cruiser and Aurora to my actual standing force. So it was an interesting experience, but it was a promising one despite the fact I lost. So I'm hoping maybe I can do that a little bit better, do it a little more reliably, a little more consistently without the issues of the torpedoes, but probably because of the fact I'm going to have to constantly learn to hit the right key there, especially in the spur of the moment, because this is, with the speed, the short amount of time I have, unless I activate my cogitators early, which there's a reason I'm not trying to activate the cogitators. It gives my opponent time to respond as well when he sees me boost in there and he realizes I have torpedoes available. That is the entire reason why I'm not using the cogitators for that if I can help it. But really, in all seriousness, this cruiser, this Shadow, is like the only ship I think that has only torpedoes and not the pulsars that normally are comboed with it there. So my Aurora has pulsars and even my Eclipse has pulsars, and only other ship besides my Nightshade, which I think is the torpedo frigate, is the only one that would have the hotkey swapped for that reason. So I may have to consider switching it out just because it's going to be such a pain in the ass to try and remember to use the right hotkey, especially when I have to rush through everything if I'm attacking as a group. But 300 points, convoy, I'm defending. This could be scary, especially against Tau. So I could go full dick mode and throw an Eclipse at him. That would not be terrifying, wouldn't it? I am half contemplating it because I would like to get the level 3 on there, but let's try and make this an interesting match. Hell, I can even go with 2 cruisers. A little ridiculous considering my one Shadow is going to have a hard time. Ugh. Oh, and I'm just 1 point short of the Eclipse. Imagine how ridiculously BS that would be. I don't know what I want to field. I'm in a conflict of interest of leveling up my Kronos pattern here and getting my other ships leveled. Can I feel anything else? No. I don't know how I feel about this. I would like to get my Aurora to its level 5 though. Actually, I don't think it's close to level 5. Let's get the second cruiser. Because if I had somehow managed to win that with the Aurora, it would actually give me bonus renown points, but this is going to be weird regardless. These two ships were not meant to synergize with each other very well. At least the original intent was to have my regular Torpedo Shadow take the brunt of the damage for my Auroras when we got to higher point battles. And my Kronos pattern does not even want to get in close, so this will be amusing. Probably a foolish mistake, but I'm not liking the prospect here anyway, unless I wanted to go with Auroras. Probably Auroras would have been my best bet with just the sheer burst potential that they can do to like a Sauce. Yeah, just 2 Auroras can immediately kill a Sauce if I execute properly. Never mind any additional frigates I have that I could field with it to kind of help seal the deal, as it were. Oh well, not much I can do about that. I'm kind of like already considering this a loss, but I'm going to put my damnedest in here, but the priority, as always I think, is to try and preserve these 2 cruisers. They have kind of the help for it, especially with my regular Shadow with his ability to soak a bunch of damage. But without reliable fission, I'm not going to be able to engage unless I'm getting in close. Even with the bombers, I may have to consider using more for a bombing run, like my torpedoes if I want them to reliably hit my target. And that's probably a valid strategy too. I just gotta make sure they're not getting shot down as they're launching from the cruiser. That would be the only other concern. So I have to launch them early if I'm gonna dive in. It'll be a little bit different, needless to say, with what I have in mind, this Kurnos. But actually, if I do the aggressive motion and can do it right, it can still do just as, it could still just be as effective. But what are we looking at here? Easily a Daleth of some kind. I think a Daleth or a Borkon. Is it possible you could have two Daleths and Borkons? Is that a possibility? Because I am Admiral level 6 here, so he got a lot of bonus points here. Which means I know what my focus is, but at the same time, I have a potential easy window to just kill those frigates with bombers. I like that idea quite a lot if I can just get reliable fission. A little bit of reliable fission just kill these frigates. Hell. Let's force him to stir a little bit, because it seems like he's not doing anything. I know the ships are moving, I'm just wondering what the hell he's doing. And I should have had defensive fighters out, I wasn't thinking that far ahead, was I? Although, the one Darkwing squadron should be enough for any bombers he may have. This is getting weird. Yeah. This is getting weird. Just kill the damn thing already then. Well, is it going to be really one of those matches? I don't know. I hope not. I really would hope not. Even though the free experience is kind of worthwhile. The bombers I don't think did anything, which is kind of interesting. Oh, is it because they got shot down by the Manta bombers? Because he's in Silent Run. Oh, it is a level 1 to be fair. For some reason I'm kind of expecting, was thinking it was like max level or something. Huh, weird. Either way, let's go on in. Be careful of damage, because I am kind of leaving myself vulnerable here. And he does have protectors. Now get out of vision. Oh, never mind. I was hoping that would destroy them. Apparently not. The boarding attempts was not enough. Okay, we'll just bomb it again. Trying to avoid the 100-point damage. I'm still going to take the 100 points, aren't I? Nope, that was 50. Now just destroy the messengers. Wow. Wow, I gotta say, even though he has the reroll for the point defense, just with 2 frigates destroying them, that's kind of a shocker. I don't know what to say about that, but if I could kill that other messenger, that would be a good consolation. It was close. Considering he was shooting torpedoes at a frigate, it was close. Now, can I finish that off? With star cannons I could easily finish it off, but... Alright, let's try and finish this off quickly. I do have my armor available. So finish that off, get bombers to kill this other messenger. Okay, I was hoping... Damn it! I lost focus there a little bit, and now I'm going to fly into a mine, am I? I lost focus there. I was trying to... I don't know what I was trying to do, and now this thing's going to die. And it happened so quickly, too, which is kind of funny. I'm just shocked at the torpedo... I'm just shocked how my bombers refused to damage the messengers. You figured they would function a little bit better there. Be a little more effective. Even for, like, level 1 cruiser. But as it stands now... I'm just going to get embarrassed, am I? Oh well, let's try and get these out. Because I got the speed for it at least, since he doesn't want to pursue that much. I did brace for impact, but I should be out of range of his railguns to reliably hit now. And his messengers should not do much there. I just have no bombers now because of how quickly this thing died. I know what, I honestly can't remember what I was thinking there. I was trying to get my shadow in front of the Kurnos pattern is what was going on. So he is running. He's boosting through. Can I hit him? I just want to fire more torpedoes since he's making that a little bit easy right now. Well, the messenger could conveniently push it out of the way, I think. Do I have any gas clouds? Actually, no I don't, so I'll just have to do the traditional evasive maneuvers. I probably should warp this out. I kind of wasn't expecting much of a victory. I'm still shocked that my bombers did absolutely nothing to the messengers in like multiple occasions. So I'll wait for assault running before I consider warping out.
Moving to that location.
Actually, if I just disengage fully, I could still just win this because I'm almost already part way through. One of my convoys is almost there already, so maybe I could still win this regardless. We're just gonna have to reload to speed up. Keep getting my boosters going as much as I would. I hate that I lost my level 1 cruiser. This could still be a victory for me. Could potentially still be a victory because he's trying to fly blind. And let's not get hit by the mine, shall we? Is there a way I can... Nope, he's coming after me. Or at least he's coming after the convoy anyway. So, this will take a moment, folks. This will take a moment. We got one out easily enough. And I'll wait until he decides to... Actually, I could force him to try and evade. Actually, what I can do. He'll have to take these torpedoes pretty seriously if he wants to avoid damage. Although I think I may have timed that wrong. I may have timed that wrong. That messenger could be a threat just because my ramming damage won't exactly be good. He's coming for me now. He's coming for me. We got this messenger I could boost right by really quickly. So, not really much else to say besides I'm trying to get the second convoy into the other side of the map for the victory. If I'm going to be embarrassed losing my Kurnos patterns so suddenly there, at least let me get some redemption with a victory, even if it's a really lackluster type of victory. Oh, he rammed himself again. I was wondering what that noise was. I was paranoid the messenger may have hit my own ship or my convoy there, but nope. He's just gonna let fly by. I don't think there's much else to say now. I'm still a little bit flabbergasted by my bombers absolutely doing no damage on multiple occasions, because not even a single bomber hit. Since it does like 40 damage, one bomber successfully hitting would have practically just took out half the messenger's health. Oh well. RNG is a thing, and sadly I don't have my Kurnos pattern to continue to test that theory. Because, yeah, this has no upgrades, only 6-point defense with the rerolls. Okay, we got this without a doubt. Let me just not get this thing killed because I'm refusing to move it. Hell, all the convoys gonna make it to the end. This is probably a first. This is probably the first of any convoy mission. At least the first one for me there. I don't even know when the last time was I won a convoy getting to the other side of the map. I know I lost once or twice from letting them get across, but that does not involve me winning, so I don't count those. So yeah, this is over. This is over. A little bit silly. I got a little bit confused by what he was doing, just floating there. And even though my torpedoes managed to destroy a messenger, apparently my bombers did not do anything after multiple attempts. And I'm a little bit shocked. Still, I probably deserve to be laughed at for losing that Kurnos pattern in such an embarrassing fashion, because that was the ship I wanted to get its level into. At least I had a little bit of redemption, if nothing else. If nothing else. And also, we got enough renown to actually, well, it's either get the 4th favor on one of my Auroras to finish that off, or, probably the more obvious choice, get the resonating crystal finally on this Hellborn. So that way I can start making use of it. Because as nice as a Maelstrom probably could be, assuming I can combo a Stasis Bomb or have hit it on a slow-ass ship to maximize damage, I think the resonating crystals would be better for my frontline ships. Kind of like to provide vision, kind of like how I was going to use the Hemlocks before, how I have been using my Hemlocks and even my frigates in general. So I redeemed myself a little bit, but I'm still going to be feeling it as I'm uploading this video, I'm sure, how embarrassing that was, and come to think of it, what on earth do I want to put on this ship? Because I am seriously considering switching this to a Kronos pattern just because of the irritation that will be trying to launch the torpedoes in an effective manner. I honestly don't know, but I'm going to try experimenting a little bit more up until we get to that point, because I still need to build up my renown for favors and on everything else anyway. Alright, looks like we got ourselves in our low point battle, which I guess I should be okay with there? Although with the massive amount of bonus points he's going to have, maybe not. I'm not going to lie, because now I'm put back in a situation where do I want to go with bombers? Because my Kronos pattern is also close to its level 5, so I may want to consider doing that. Is there any other better alternatives rather? Auroras would be nice, but that's assuming I can hit with the torpedoes, and Vanguards are pretty much one of the most mobile things I could probably go up against, so I may have been getting lucky against Space Marines more often than not, but I shouldn't rely on that. Ideally, I want the Auroras to shoot at the biggest thing possible with its torpedoes. And I don't think Vanguards are the best choice, and plus, I just want to get the extra level in. And hopefully not repeat what happened in my poor level 1 Vanguard. Or, not Vanguard, but Kronos pattern, Shadow. I kind of would like that there, but on the plus side at least, this should not drag, hopefully, as long as it did with the Imperial Navy due to the less health the Space Marines have. So I should be able to kill this with a really good, on my second run maybe, if the bombers and pulsars are really accurate. Then I could probably kill one of the Vanguards right away on my second strike. That's the thought anyway. It remains to be seen if that's the case or not. So we'll switch the Kronos to 6,000 units. And it's safe to say this is what, a Gladius and 2 Vanguards? Because yeah, I don't even think I could afford any frigates with 2 Vanguards anyway, if I'm remembering correctly, so it's probably the traditional 2 cruisers, light cruisers anyway, and probably Gladius or some kind of high point frigate, I want to say anyway.
Yes, come on.
I'm just not exactly sure how many bonus points he's getting from this. Is there a speed difference? It looks like the one on the left might be tailing a little bit behind. He's just going to have the gas cloud, so I probably don't want to go over there anyway. So we'll stick to the right, and if this happens to be the frigate, at least my bomber should be able to kill that immediately, potentially. If I can get some pulsars and star cannons hits, that would be icing on the cake of killing this frigate. So we're going to engage. I keep forgetting to activate my fighters, which is a bit of a mistake, because I seriously should be using those fighters, especially with the presence of Thunderhawks and boarding torpedoes being a real big threat. I should be doing that. Let's try and get damage started. Oh, and it is a Vanguard with lances, and somehow I messed up my attack run there. Okay, we did get damage in. Not much of damage, but we got damage. So this is 2 Vanguards here. So does that make the last one there the frigate? Yep, it is a frigate and it is a Nova, so lots of lances.
Until the end.
Lots of lances, I just gotta make sure these things don't die. Okay, he wants to come at me. I'm gonna boost on out in a moment. And once I get more... Oh, he killed my engines too, so that's a bit of an issue. Now, can I kill that Vanguard? I would love to kill that Vanguard, I just don't think my Auroras are up for it. And I kind of want to brace for impact because he's being a little relentless trying to come after me.
Eldar, stand ready.
I'm not going to lie. There. One Vanguard down.
Solar winds
That'll ease my troubles a little bit.
until the end.
And since he is using lances, I should be in okay. But he's still keeping in range.
We ride the
He's not using his Thunderhawks just yet, so let's boost on through.
void is our hope.
Yeah, he's gonna miss me completely there. And if I could do damage to this hunter, that'd be great.
Moving to that location.
Although more of my weapons are getting damaged, and thankfully it was not the prow, it was not the fighters. Oh, am I gonna ram it? Nope. Unfortunately, I didn't ram it. Kind of funny to say unfortunate, because I actually would have killed it. Probably took more damage than I would like if I did that, though. Oh, those bombers are not going to do the damage they need to, huh? Oh, I got vision just in time, so we're good. Gonna be a little bit risky. Oh. Okay. He knows when he's lost, I guess. It was definitely scary with how aggressive he was going, but... Really? Lances? I guess he may not know how the hollow field works, I guess. That would be my justification, considering he's level 1 and all. Unfortunately, it did not work out, and he had to find out the hard way, I guess. At least, he was smart enough to know to warp out once things were going wrong. I will give him that. I will give him that at least, and it does give me some free renown and an easy victory, but... Is that really what I want right now? Probably not. Probably not, but the real question is what renown do I get from that? Let's see, only 9, so definitely not enough for a favor. Definitely not for a favor, but I did get my level 5 in, so now we can start taking things a little bit seriously. Maybe I'll start feeling some of my auroras. At the very least, I should seriously consider feeling the Eclipse, despite how unfair it's going to feel once people witness its prowess in a, 250 point battle. I don't know if I have the heart to do that to poor folks. Even though the pulsars could technically be really bad against frigates, I'm not going to lie. Because I mentioned it before, the auroras with how their pulsars are lined up make it a little bit easier for all of them to hit the frigate. Assuming that they're not flying at an awkward angle that the auto-aiming is off alignment a little bit and misses completely. Here, I want to say that the side pulsars have a really decent chance of missing, so long as it's not like a Tau frigate where how they have all that extra whiff to make it a little bit easier to hit. Although we're not going to know until we really put this thing to its... what am I trying to say? Through its test, I guess. Through its trial, as it were. Alright, we're up in the scales a little bit here at 600 points, and it looks like I'm either higher admiral level, just slightly, or we're actually having an even match, which is going to be refreshing. Although, I have to be very, very careful of a battle barge, don't I? Well, probably not have to be careful because it's actually the slowest of what he has to offer, so maybe it's not too terrible. So what do I feel for the situation, though? Without a doubt, we got Thunderhawks to deal with, and do I try throw in my level 1 to try and support the group? I kind of want to, because I failed horribly to try and get its experience last time, so the Kronos pattern ideally is just going to deny the Thunderhawks and any boring torpedoes that could be problematic, and if it's able to, try and contribute to a little bit of bombing, but with its crew untrained, it's still going to be pretty good there, I would think, but it's not 60% resistance to any point defense, I gotta say, so it still feels pretty damn weak. Because after all, we are talking about a level 1 cruiser after all. Nonetheless, I like this composition here. It's just a matter of having the window and making sure my Kronos pattern is getting the most out of its fighters. Ideally, Hellborn, with its resonating crystal now unlocked, will be able to at least provide vision and at least poke. There's just a lot of gas clouds here, which is going to be interesting. I could abuse that incredibly well, or I'm going to have a hard time with the bombers in any way. Which means the Kronos pattern... The Kronos is not really going to be useful if I utilize that. So, 600 points, what does this tell me?
Acknowledged.
Definitely should not be a battle barge anyway. 600 points would be a battle barge and 2 strike cruisers, so 3 strike cruisers and 2 Gladiuses maybe? I'm honestly not sure. I'm just gonna have to figure out how I want to initiate. Because I think the Hellborn, I want to go first. Well, I want to stagger my fleet's attack run, really. Stagger it, so that way, if he does supercharge Void Shield, not all my ships are getting screwed by being detected and wasting all their pulsar cooldowns at once. And there is a bit of a latency skipping there, which I'm not really fond of, but we'll try and work with it. Because I am paranoid with that little tiny bit of latency is going to ruin any of my control when I try and boost out. It could have an apparent effect. So, we're going to go in. We know this is... Oh, I forgot to turn that off, did I? Silly me.
Yes, Commander.
So, we're going to get the Auroras ready.
We have found the enemy.
Okay, there's nothing on that one. Gotta get ready to dodge. We're gonna have... I'm just making sure everything's all selected now. Auroras, get on there. Wow. Okay, he did waste boarding, so that's actually not as bad as it seems.
Until the end.
Although boarding torpedoes might quite hit my ship. Did I get him? Ooh, that was a damn good hit. Now everyone get on out, especially the ones that are not moving when they should be. I missed the torpedo. That's okay, I got bombers for that. When in doubt, there's a bomb for that. Can it do enough damage though? Not quite. So we'll finish off with the triple strike.
The void is our home now.
So far so good. We got boarding torpedoes coming up though. So use the... Oh, they actually are coming after my Eclipse. So I was figuring they were going after the Aurora. So I think we're in the clear. We just gotta dodge these one little sets here. And go in for the second Vanguard. I could just solid run. Do I want to? Because the Thunderhawks are already dying. Do I really care? There is a... Yeah, they're just all getting shot down. It's not even worth doing that. Okay, torpedoes, do they hit? Okay, more torpedo hits. I like it. I like it a lot, even though my Eclipse is in a bad spot now. Torpedoes are a hit, though. We're getting confirmed kills. Now I could solid run, I think. Once I get out of vision, though. Once I'm out of vision, maybe? Nope. I'm just barely out of vision. And that dang Vanguard's being a nuisance. So that was a waste of a solid run. I overestimate my boost. Oh, and I didn't realize he had that many ships, so he must be a lower level than me in that case then. Only justification I could think of. There. Well, I think he may have given up there. I'm going to assume maybe. Because I would hate to kill him if he's seriously considering warping out. But I don't think he gives me much of a choice. Gonna take a bit of hits here. Not as bad as I thought. The Eclipse took the hits well. Although, my other ships not so much. My Auroras took a full-on boarding hit. Thankfully, nothing permanent, just something we can easily repair. Let's get the Hellborn out before I get it killed from lack of paying attention. And he is locked on actually, so we want to evade. We actually want to evade that until the lock-on goes off, because that bombardment can is serious business. And the Vanguard's not really a big threat. Oh, it does have a proud bombardment can, so yeah. It's still a threat. I think he's upset with me. So, can I get this out? Because the Vanguard's still going to chase me there. Until until I can force him to run. So this is still going to hurt some.
Yes, Commander.
For a good while until I can safely get out of range. And Auroras, I don't actually want them that close together, actually. I don't think I want them that close together because when I try and make them run or do the actual attack run, they're not going to be in a good position because they're too close together to aim properly.
Swiftly,
So one more boost, and I should be able to run out.
as you wish.
Nope, just barely out of vision.
Yes, Commander.
So this is getting amusing
Yes,
because he's
Commander.
probably going to be able to run that down if I'm not careful.
The Eldar stand ready.
I should have seriously reloaded. That would have been better for me. As it stands now, even though I was outside of his vision, or that's what it looked like, it was still enough. There we go. We're in the clear.
Acknowledged. Setting sail.
Now, let me just strike at him there and make him pay. Where is my Hellborn anyway? Okay, now that his vision, he lost control there. I'm about to repair too, so let's go for a full-on attack run
The void.
and try and get this ship out of the way.
Move at full
This is
speed.
gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt for him especially.
Moving to that location.
Oh, and I may have accidentally ended up hitting my ship there.
The Eldar stand ready.
Come on, torpedoes, hit it hard.
Move at full speed.
Those look like good hits. I don't know how many torpedoes actually did the damage they needed to, but those were still good hits. Yeah, and sadly that strike cruiser's no more.
Setting sail.
And I don't think he's happy about that.
Until the end.
Okay, once my full...
Void is our home.
Okay, he's got his board in. This thing should survive still. It has... I have no way to deal with that fire though. But
Setting
safe to say this is victory now. Despite the really awkward situation of him hunting down my one Eclipse,
this vessel.
and my other ships actually being too far away that they could effectively support my poor Eclipse. Jeez, that was a unique experience. That is not something I encountered yet. Especially playing as Eldars, having to be put in a situation where my Eclipse could have just died because I couldn't actually catch up to his ships.
Destroy them.
Either way,
Swiftly.
can my torpedoes hit?
The Eldar stand.
Well, those ones definitely hit hard. Ooh, that felt good.
The Eldar shall.
Although that bombardment can still didn't feel good either. Didn't feel good either, but we're ready to finish this off. And if he wants to come after me, he's going to have to fly into those torpedoes to his doom, his death, his destruction. I don't want to say good game because I feel like that would be in poor taste a little bit. Because he had so many opportunities to fly away, warp out, preserve his poor level 1s. Oh well, win's a win. And I got a healthy amount of renown out of that too. And finally, the level 2 I so desperately wish. Blah. Why am I stumbling so much with my words today? It must be a long day. Either way, level 3 on Eclipse, level 2 of my brand new Kurnos. Well, really, I'm almost, level 7 now, or I'm getting damn close to Admiral level 7, so... I had this thing for a while, it feels like. But, it's got its level in. We can reduce its cooldown with the, reloading the efficient pilots. Huh. Okay, so... I just find it odd that it's called efficient pilots. I thought it was like some kind of reloading system or rearming network that would allow the fighters or bombers to actually arm quicker. I didn't realize it was actually named efficient pilots. You figured that would help with their actual combat performance, not the reload time. Or so I would think, anyway. Nonetheless, we can round out my favors, finally, for the Auroras. They are done, and what I think I have in mind for the Kurnos patterns is I'm going to go, what is it, Altiok? Alitok? I don't know. I'm going to stop trying, but either way, I think what I want to try and do is go to Adiok, kind of favor so that way I can, perhaps with the chameleon alloy, I could use that to keep these ships hidden and use my orders more for the reload to get full advantage, take full advantage of my bombers. Whether to refresh the fighters because I'm fighting Tau or tons and tons of boarding torpedoes, or just to help with their damage potential even more. I think I want to go that route. And again, I have absolutely no idea what I want to do with this Shadow. I was contemplating maybe going Bailton and actually enhancing its crew to the point where, if I ever brace for impact with the Mosque here, it would actually be almost impervious to boarding attempts. But with how it's been performing and the fact that I now have a more durable ship to kind of take its place, with what I originally had was for it to protect or soak damage for my Auroras, I don't think I need the regular Shadow anymore. I still would like to find its niche though. At least make that attempt, because I think 2 Kronos patterns for like the support utility role is still good. I shouldn't need a third one, you would think. At least that's my thought process, but I still have no idea what I want to do with this thing.